On a dark and stormy night, in the solitude of his lab, Victor Frankenstein gave life to a being, an entity, birthed from boundless curiosity and potent innovation, a creature, initially gentle, curious, simply seeking connection and understanding in a world it did not choose to be part of. Yet, it was this same being, shunned, feared, and misunderstood, that descended into a path of destruction and despair, raising a critical question. Who was the true monster? The creature, or its unintended consequences born from the hands of its creator? Much like Victor's creation, artificial intelligence is conjured from our ingenuity, evolving into a presence that is at once mesmerizing and unnerving. An entity, coursing through our digital veins, learning, adapting, and relentlessly altering the tapestries of our societies and ethical landscapes. While AI's goodness illuminates our world, simplifying complexities and unlocking previously unfathomable possibilities, its shadow looms ominously, whispering tales of autonomous weaponry, unbridled surveillance, and invisible battles waged on the cyber front lines.
The future of warfare is going to be characterized by thousands of unmanned aerial vehicles, unmanned surface vehicles, unmanned underwater vehicles. And what is going to be the differentiating factor among all these vehicles is the level of intelligence, the level of autonomy integrated into each one of those vehicles. You'll see unmanned systems outnumber the number of warfighters on the front lines of these conflicts, and they will play a key role in any battle of the future.
Imagine our future battlefields. Here, robots and drones don't just assist soldiers, they become the new fighters, making decisions, choosing targets, and executing missions without a human pulling the strings.
This drone was filmed transporting a robot dog, also known as a quadrupedal, with a machine gun mounted to its back in China. And another modified quadrupedal can be seen here, firing a machine gun at a shooting range in Russia. Even though these modified devices aren't yet a common feature of the battlefield, similar military models are being developed, like this one, on show at the Association of the US Army's 2021 annual conference. Despite a growing call to introduce greater controls over the production, distribution and use of these types of devices, many armed forces have already invested in a variety of drones, unmanned weapons and other AI-powered machines.
We've always had people making the tough calls in conflict, weighing right and wrong in the heat of battle. But autonomous weapons don't think or feel. They follow codes and algorithms, moving forward without fear, without moral dilemmas. This opens up a big can of worms. How do we feel about machines making life and death decisions? Is it a step too far? Removing the human touch from something as serious as conflict? As nations decide how much power to give these autonomous systems, we're left balancing on a tightrope. On one side, we have the potential to save our soldiers from the horrors of war. On the other, we risk diving into conflicts without the checks and balances of human emotion and morality. But the battlefield isn't just on the ground anymore. It's also online, in the vast world of cyberspace. And here too, AI is becoming a silent warrior, fighting battles in a space where we all live, work, and connect. Welcome to the invisible battlefield, the cyber world. It's where we shop, chat, work, and connect. But it's also a place where silent battles happen every day, out of sight, but with real-world consequences. Imagine waking up one day, and your bank account is empty, or the power grid in your city goes dark. These aren't just random accidents, but could be attacks from an invisible enemy using AI as a weapon in cyber warfare. Here, AI wears two faces, On one hand, it defends our digital homes, blocking hackers and keeping our data safe. On the other, it can turn into a skilled attacker, breaching walls, stealing information, and disrupting our lives without firing a single physical shot. The question here isn't just about technology, it's about right and wrong. How do we navigate a path where our digital world stays secure, but also respects our rights and freedoms? How much trust do we place in AI to protect us, and where do we draw the line? But the reach of AI doesn't end in the invisible corridors of a digital world. It extends its gaze into our physical world, watching, learning, and sometimes controlling, blurring the boundaries between technology and privacy. Picture walking through your city, being watched, analyzed, and assessed by invisible eyes. Every step you take, every interaction you have. Welcome to the world where AI doesn't just see, but it observes and sometimes judges. This isn't sci-fi. It's happening now. Some countries use AI to monitor people's actions, rewarding or penalizing them based on behavior. An on-time payment might earn you points, while jaywalking could lose you some. For some, it's a trade-off. Give up a bit of freedom for a sense of safety and order. For others, it's a slippery slope where personal freedoms are sacrificed at the altar of technological oversight. How do we decide what's okay and what's a step too far? Do we choose safety over freedom? Or is there a middle ground where we can have both without feeling like we're constantly being watched? AI, a tool, a protector, a watcher, and sometimes a judge. It reflects our genius, but also nudges us towards moral and ethical crossroads. How we harness this power while safeguarding our human essence becomes the greatest debate of our times. In the world where technology and humanity intertwine, navigating through the marvels and perils of AI requires not just smart machines, but wisdom, empathy, and collective decision-making. Our future with AI is a tapestry yet to be woven, defined by the choices we make today. Thanks for watching, listening, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Until next time, your friend, Loopsy.